Access Fort Wayne offers reflections of our community. Production facilities provided by Access Fort Wayne are a service of the Allen County Public Library. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting organizations. For more information about creating your own television program with Access Fort Wayne, call 421-1250.
Hey, good day to you. Guess who this is? Oh, of course. It's Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. I have my co-host over here. His name is Terry Dorn. Hello, Ter.
Hello, Patty.
And this over here is my guest, my wonderful guest, Hope Arthur. Hello, Hope.
Hi.
Welcome to my show, both of you. So, Hope, I taped one of your shows with the Hope Arthur Orchestra and Fort Wayne Ballet. It's going to be aired in the next month, this month, I guess. So, how long have you been with the Fort Wayne Ballet?
I started accompanying there last August, so it's been about a year that I've been working there.
So you what?
Oh, I accompany on piano for their ballet classes.
How did you organize?
Well, they're one of the ballets in the United States that has live accompaniment during their classes.
Oh.
And so there's several other pianists who work there, and I started working there last August when a friend of mine who used to accompany there was leaving. He was moving out of the state, and so he asked me if I wanted to try it, and I tried it, and I'm still doing it. So.
What else?
Oh, I saw the show. It's very good, the ballet show. And Patty makes these contacts, like with you, the ballet, and the ballet is going to perform for us at this IPFW program in November with Office of Diversity and Multicultural Affairs, and we hope at some point you will too. Oops, pardon the pun, hope. But anyway. Yeah, so it's a beautiful show, really. And how'd you get the orchestra?
Yeah,
I mean,
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, how do you get people to play with you?
Well, that kind of had started about a year ago as well. I started working on an album, and there was a professor at IPFW, Dr. Chris Rutowski, who approached me and said, if you orchestrate all of your songs, because I had written all these songs already, just on the piano. He said, if you orchestrate all of your songs, then we could probably record an album for you at IPFW. So I was working on that, and I just asked a bunch of people. And it started only just for the recording. I was asking, can you learn these parts and record this album for me? And then they had the Fringe Festival at Wintercommer, late January, early February, and we played for that, and then that's how the Hope Arthur Orchestra thing started, because I didn't really know what else to call it, and we had to advertise it somehow, and so we just played all the songs that we'd been rehearsing for the album anyway.
How many people in the orchestra?
It's not like an official, like,
it's
it's
a bunch of people jamming together?
Yeah, kind of. It's just more like, can you make it today to this gig? And if you can, that's awesome. If not, then that's okay too. And then some people kind of fluctuate in and out,
People naturally fluctuate in and out, or
well, it's just like for the ballet gig we had some people who were just in town.
Oh.
And I asked them if they wanted to play, and they played, and then sometimes there are people there's like a group of people who are pretty regular who do come, but then.
Do you have backup singers, vocals?
Yeah.
Are they here all the time?
Most of the time.
So you're a singer, musician, and you have an orchestra named after you. Oh, my stars.
Yeah, classy, really. Sounds very impressive. Hope Arthur Orchestra.
So You're originally from Kentucky?
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember anything about it? How old were you when you came here?
I was 4 when we moved to Fort Wayne.
So you don't have that much of a memory of it.
I do have some, but
Oh,
not.
you do?
No. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
No. So you've been here in Fort Wayne ever since.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you like it here?
Yeah, it's nice. It's my home.
I was going to ask, what school did you go to when you were growing up?
I went to Unity Lutheran
Oh.
for like grade school and middle school and stuff, and then went to Concordia High School.
So you had to wear a uniform?
No.
No, they don't wear
There was a dress
uniform?
code, but we didn't have to wear uniforms.
Oh, but you had to dress up smart. You can't wear blue jeans or...
We could wear blue jeans.
Oh, you could?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, in my day, we had to wear skirts and all that
Oh.
until we reached college, and after that it was to each his own. That was a long time ago.
Concordia has a ROTC, or I guess that's what you call it, program. That's why,
A what?
hence the name Cadets.
Cadets.
Concordia Cadets.
Yeah.
And I think they wear uniforms, maybe not every day to school, but whenever they're probably in that particular class.
Were you with the cadets yourself? Or?
For the ROTC? Or, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I was a cadet because I went to Concordia.
Right, right. I think she means
But I
were
didn't-
you in that program.
Oh, no.
I think it was males. Now she
females
interviewed
there.
the principal. Now I think he probably wasn't a principal when you were there, but
He's new.
very nice man. And I think now they have the classes expand to include women, but for a long time I think it was just boys. But yeah, Concordia is a private Lutheran school, but it's informal. I mean, it's not uniforms or anything. That's probably why you got the impression. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Well,
I could be
saw,
wrong. I rarely am, but I could be.
I did see several young ladies dressed as cadets. So they
Oh, there
do
you go.
have male, female there. So tell us about, what did you study? You went to IPFW, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Eh? You know, speaking Canadian. But what was your major?
At IBFW, they have this degree called Music in Outside Field, and when I started there, when the way the degree is set up is you can combine music with any field you want.
Yeah.
And when I first started, I wanted to do music business because I was interested in working like with venues or with bands and things like that. But
Right.
at IPFW, the program is more you study music and then you take business classes, and so you'd have to figure out how to combine them yourself. Whereas like some other universities have like specific programs that are geared towards the music industry and things like that. So I ended up switching to anthropology folklore music
Oh.
with an outside field of anthropology folklore because I'm really interested in ethnomusicology, which is the cultural study of music, basically like what is happening socially, what is the social function of the music happening, and how does it relate to this culture's beliefs and things like that. And so I'm interested in that topic, but then I found out I could graduate sooner because I was double majoring in German at the time.
German.
And so I
She
could
knows German.
graduate sooner if I just combined my German with music. So I just did that.
So
German music.
Oh, I love. I'm part German. So
Okay.
that's okay. Are you part German?
Yeah.
Aha.
Well, I mean, it's just it's
Hello,
my
Bob.
ancestry. I'm not. Yeah. It's
My
way
mother
back.
was from Bavaria, in Black Forest area. Oh, let's not talk about that. So, where else did you work? Where did you start to work when you got out of IPFW?
I've had the same job since
Oh, you have?
I just graduated in May.
Oh,
Wow.
How old are you, girl?
Just graduated?
25.
25?
Yeah.
Oh, my stars.
She's
And but you worked at other places other than the ballet.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, what was is the ballet your favorite place?
Yeah, so far.
I remember during what we had taped. What was ballet? Fort Wayne Ballet
Fort Wayne Ballet 2.
2, right? We were dressed up in a tie. Yeah, had the little tie hat. It's going to be shown in August. But did you go over to Thailand?
Yeah.
How
When
long
I graduated high school, I did a 1-year youth exchange through the
1
Rotary
year?
Club
Mm.
in Thailand.
Make a lot of
So-
friends?
Sorry, what?
Did you make a lot of friends?
Yeah.
Do you know some Thai words?
Yeah.
Okay, be nice. You know good words?
Yeah, I know some
Oh,
good
good. I'll be all right. So, say a couple of things in Thai.
สวัสดีค่ะฉันชื่อ Hope Arthur ฉันเป็นลืม
doing
ไม่
good.
ไม่ได้พูดไทยตั้งแต่นานแล้วลืมเยอะแยะ
That's
นะคะ
good. So,
That's very good.
and English?
I said hi my name is Hope I am and then I said I forget how to speak Thai I haven't spoken it in a while so
You're doing good.
good.
Look at you did the dancing. I thought you were gonna have long fingernails or something. No,
no I
that's science.
don't have any of that
I was.
Because that outfit was a gift that they gave to me when I left, and they didn't include those things, whatever those are called.
Well, some people, I guess, over there, in the older days, they had long fingernails, and they had to have something to cover it, so they would have these little long covers, like little gloves to put over the actual nail. So you really enjoyed yourself over there.
Yeah. I
What was
mean, it
your-
was. I would say one of the best and worst years of my life. I mean, it was a really interesting cultural experience and things, but
Right.
there were also a lot of scary, bad things that happened too. So.
Political?
No, it wasn't so much political stuff, just in my personal life. So.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We
Well,
won't
that's
delve
okay.
into that.
No, it's okay.
So, Terry, you have any questions for the
Well-
little lady?
You've studied music as an art form, it sounds like. So what is your goal, or how do you see music fitting into our society, into American society, as a goal or purpose?
Well, trying to think how to answer that. It wasn't.
Or just what you personally get out of
Yeah,
music?
no. Well, a lot of the reasons why, because I've traveled a lot, is because I think a lot of times I was kind of trying to search for my identity as an American. Because, growing up, I don't know, I met a lot of people who weren't happy about being American. They're sort of embarrassed about it and things like that. And when you go overseas, I've had some experiences too where people were a little like, oh,
Really?
you're American, whatever.
Really?
They were expecting something from you. Why didn't they like the Americans?
Oh, I mean, for a lot of reasons, just political things. And
Oh, yeah.
a lot of times, well, in my experience, when Americans have traveled, they can be a little obnoxious and things like that. And we have this. Anyway, the way we're seen in the global spectrum, it's not all the time. I mean, a lot of people really
Right.
like us. I'm not trying to downplay Americans. I'm just saying the way I grew up,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
that's
really insecure
fine.
about it, and so I was trying to figure out a way. How can I feel good about where I'm from and things like that? And a lot of times it's been through music. I mean, I really enjoy a lot of 19th century or 20th century American music and things like that. And
Folk.
so I don't know. I feel I don't know. I guess I have this view that maybe we're constantly searching for identity in this culture that we're in, and so I feel like we can do that through music.
See, that's a very good answer. I know it's kind of a difficult question, but very good answer. And watching you with the ballet, there definitely was a cultural aspect to that show, not just entertainment. I mean, entertainment's good, and that's always part of music, but it seemed like you were doing more there,
How did
combining your
yeah.
talent with
Yeah, with
dancers.
dancers.
And, yeah, it was very good.
How you write your own music, right? And you sing. You sang in a language I did not know. Which language was that?
I'm pretty sure all my songs were in English.
Right.
But there was one that I had like one line in Spanish, which is just Yo no sé. But
That was it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I picked that up. I'm part Spanish too.
cool.
So
Just name a culture and she's part of it.
I'm part Gypsy too. In my mom's background, Hungarian, Romanian.
Neat.
I have Gypsy blood. I'm a little rabble-rouser myself sometimes. I think he knows that already. Unfortunately, the poor mutt. But
We
you
are.
know, I like it. So you're a piano instructor.
Mhm.
Still at Sweetwater?
Yep.
How long have you
Oh,
been there?
really?
Long time. I think like since maybe 2008,
Mm.
I believe. So
Do you-
I've been there a while.
Kids?
Mhm.
That's good. Do you know Theo? What's his name? Theo? Oh, he's one of the Thad.
Thad, yeah, I know Thad.
I was getting there. I met him. I did one of my first shows, my second show actually. I did about Rock the Plaza. No. At Sweetwater, something rock.
Rock, Camp Rock or
Camp
Rock
Rock.
Camp or something.
Rock camp? Camp Rock?
Yeah, they've got rock camp there.
Rock camp. Okay.
Jeez, I know more about her shows than she does. That's scary.
My
Kidding.
memory. She's not
I'm
too good.
kidding. It's all right.
I'll get even.
Well, what was your influence? You told me you started playing around 8. You start taking piano lessons around that time.
Mhm. Yep.
And what made you say, "Well, I want to do music, and I want to keep at it"? A lot of
Yeah,
kids
who
take
influenced?
piano
I didn't really
lessons
know.
and
My-
give up.
My mom told me that, and she never had to like make me practice or anything. I just always did.
Yeah.
And then just being in school, just always being in choirs and everything, and
Take
somehow
lessons?
somehow I just kept doing it. I don't really know why, and it just.
But did you have an influence? I mean, like you were listening to music and saying, "I want to be like her or him," or this music really moves me, or you
Growing
sort
up, I
of
listened to
drifted
a lot
into
of I listened to a lot of like orchestral stuff and everything. Whereas my friends and the people around me were listening to a lot of bands, which I listened to that too. But I really enjoyed listening to classical music, and I
Big
grew up
band?
really loving Maurice Ravel and Claude Debussy, the
Oh.
two
Oh.
of them. I don't remember how I got my hands on that music, but that really impressed me a lot. And then there was this French band that I was really into in high school called Noix Désir. They're not together anymore, but their music really influenced me a lot too.
You like jazz?
No, it's
Big band?
no, they're a French band. I don't really know how to describe it. They had a
No,
dark,
I mean
some more
what
dark-
you like.
I liked them. I didn't really listen to jazz or big band a lot when I was in high school or anything, but I listened to an artist named Bjork a lot.
I heard him.
Yeah, she's wild. So
She's cool.
Well, that's a lot of influences, and your music shows it. I mean, your music's different, you know. I mean, I wouldn't call you a rock singer. I don't know. You have a variety.
Do you have a genre of your own? What is it called? Do you have an idea what
That's why you said you have variety.
It's
You're hard to
pin down?
put into a category, which I think is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you're always experimenting in the sense of wanting to do, go forward, branch out, try something new, not get stuck in one kind of genre.
You worked at Pint and Slice
Mm-hmm.
for how long?
Like 4 years
4 years? Doing?
making pizza.
Making pizza?
Yeah.
Ah,
You're coming
cool.
over to my place. I want some pizza, man. So, how'd you start out there? Did you graduate? Or, no, I mean, did you go up the ladder?
I believe I had just gotten back from Thailand and I needed a job,
Right.
and I was just applying everywhere, and I walked in and they sat me
Yeah.
down for an interview, and then they hired me.
You can walk into certain places. When I was a kid, looking for work, we go to the company, and they have the interview. Now we have to do it via computer. We don't see anyone and then sometimes it's a group interview, and No, the old way was a lot better. At least you go one-on-one with someone.
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me, your birthday, November
November 28th.
November 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I know some people whose birthdays in November.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have birthdays in November.
I was waiting for that.
You're not the only one.
I was waiting for that.
I
You
just found out a lot of people have birthdays in July.
Yeah, his birthday was July.
Jeez.
My husband's birthday was yesterday. He was 64.
So what are your goals now as a artist?
Well-
What would you like to accomplish, or what's on your list?
I'd like to still I'd like to continue studying piano, classical piano, and hopefully I can. Well, I might go back to school for piano performance so that I can support. Like if my composition career or whatever doesn't work out or whatever, then I can I can still support myself on music by accompanying or maybe doing performances depending on how that goes. But I want to continue composing. And performing.
Do you
Good.
have
however that takes place,
Good.
as long as I'm doing that.
do you have
You-
co-writers?
Sometimes, so far I've collaborated with one person, Lindsay Patterson from the End Times Spasm Band. We co-wrote a song, and then we haven't started on it yet, but I'm gonna potentially co-write a song with Fernando Tarango.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
He
a
was
cool
on your show,
He
wasn't
was
he?
on my show
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
I had a lot of people on my show,
Yes, she has.
and very good people too. I had Sonny Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
I had you, Mimi Burns, Billy Youngblood, the whole raft of people out there. I'm glad I had them as a gift because I love
I'm
music.
glad you have Hope as a guest. You're,
Yes, yes, you should. I like you.
Oh, thanks. I like you too.
Hey. So, you have quoted a lot of, from Albert Camus.
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 Camus. Oh, what is he? Novelist or
I think
philosopher?
that was just on my Facebook. I think you
Yeah.
saw that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just was really into him when I put all that on there, but I'm probably going to delete my Facebook pretty soon because I'm over it. But I do. I mean, I haven't read him in a while. I was just really into him at the time that I posted all that stuff. But yeah, he's a novelist, philosopher from
Yeah.
France. He's not around anymore, but
Oh,
I just really enjoyed his philosophies and stuff.
so what are you into now? What type of reading?
Right now, I'm reading The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde.
Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
I haven't read it before. I
Did you
always
see
wanted to
the
read it.
show?
Uh-uh.
Many moons ago
Oscar
they had
Wilde.
Oscar
What a great
Wilde.
one he was.
Merciful heavens. So,
His great line when he went through customs. He said, "What do you have to declare?" He says, "I only have my genius to declare."
oh,
That's one of many great one-liners by Oscar Wilde. But I tried it, and they put me in handcuffs when I said it, so it didn't work. But, no, I'm just kidding. I have been detained in customs, but that's another story.
oh, do tell.
Oh no, this is Hope show. This is Hope. This is Hope show. I've traveled a lot too.
Yeah, he's traveled all over the map. Have you toured?
No.
Are you going to tour?
I mean, I'd like to, but
You
I don't
want
have
to?
one set up right now.
So, if you did tour, you'd have to have a whole group of.
I haven't figured that part out yet.
Yeah. So, we got 5 minutes. So, threw me off. What would you like to do to say to the audience that you want to have them know more about you and what your music is all about, and working with the ballet? Do you like to say anything to my audience?
Well, I
That's put you on the spot, didn't I?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to figure out. There is something I want to say, but I need to figure out how to word it because someone asked me a similar question recently. And I was having a conversation with my friend about the arts, and we were talking about anthropology and all that stuff. And I don't know. I guess I kind of view life in terms of humans and how we've developed and things like that. And, you go back and you study some of the earliest societies and, you look at the things they were eating or the way they went about their lives. And there's still a lot of similarities, even though like humans have, I don't know, developed all these things. But I feel like one thing that a lot of people forget is that, the way I view music and the arts is that it's essential to human survival as much as eating and light and sleeping and things like that are. And I believe that humans are all essentially capable of the same thing. Like I'm actually I work with cameras. I really don't, but I mean, like I'm capable of doing that, or I'm capable of being a scientist.
We're all the same.
Yeah, and so sometimes I feel like there's this separation between people separate themselves from music and the arts, and they think it's this phenomenon that keeps happening, and I enjoy it. But really, behind all of that is a human, and sometimes I forget that there's music inside of everybody, or there's art inside of everybody, or people forget that, I feel like. And so I guess my goal is more to remind people like you have this in you too, as much as I have like science or math in me, which is both things that I don't do at all. But does that make sense?
Yes,
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
And so
you have the gift. It's in you. You just have to work at it. Because, Because
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
was just going to say you made a beautiful quote for Patty and I are working on what I was talking to you before we went on the air. Call it the Three Rivers Art Center for Kids, TRAC, spells out track. Her husband came up with that, Bob. And using art to empower kids, especially kids who suffered some neglect, abuse. And what you just said, I'm going to watch the show and write it down if that's all right, and quote you.
Yeah.
It was really exactly what we feel art
Everybody
is,
has
that
the
it's
potential.
inside of us,
Yes.
and that it's as essential to human beings as you said, food, light, water.
Communication.
That's beautifully stated, really. It is, and we need to remind ourselves of that in America. We're such a competitive culture and so consumer-oriented that we lose track of that.
We have
So
to
thank
have you. We have to have you back on my show. Would you like to come?
Sure.
And here, Terry will.
Well, if Hope's on, she'll perform. You don't have to perform. I like you too, but if you do perform, it'd be a bonus.
This is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. Thank you for coming on to my show. Thank you, Terry and Hope.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
So have a great day, and I'll see you next week.
Let me be your lighthouse, I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try.